Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you just watched the last goals video, whether it was 2 days ago or like right before this one, yes, I'm in the same spot and the same shirt. Spoiler, I'm filming them back to back. This video is going to be all about my Q3 goals and my June action steps. So like I mentioned in that last video, I have decided that my Q3 is going to be summer. And to me, that is Memorial Day to Labor Day. So although Memorial Day is a little bit early this year, and so I'm not actually starting it for Memorial Day. It's gonna be 1 week later, but June, July, and August to me is summer. Things are different, life is different. And so I am doing my goals for June, July, and August. So that it says Q3 goals at the top of the page, but these goals are my goals for June, July, and August for the summer. As always, my quarterly goals are a little bit more specific than my annual goals, right? So my annual goals for the year, I have 4 big overarching annual buckets for the year. And then my quarterly goals are focuses within those buckets. Sometimes I have more than one quarterly goal. I think one quarter I had like 2 per annual goal. Last quarter I had 6, like 1 to 2. This quarter I have 5 quarterly goals, but one of them doesn't really fit in with my annual goals. And that is my reminder to you that you're allowed to do whatever the heck you want with your goals, okay? There are no rules with goal setting. There are tips, there are suggestions, there are guidelines, but whatever works for you in your life, you do you. So I have 1 quarterly goal for each of my big annual goals, and then I have 1 bonus quarterly goal that just is something I want to prioritize. It doesn't really fit into any of the other categories, but something that's important for me, for our family, for this quarter. So let's chat about them. The first one is to make progress on house projects. So in case you haven't been following along, the really quick version is we bought our house in December of last year. We moved at the end of January. And so we have been here about 4, I guess by the time you're seeing this video, 4 months. Wow. I do feel like we've made a lot of progress. We have done some stuff, we've hung some stuff, but there are still a lot of little projects. There's a lot of little things, whether it's going to buy this one thing. Like for example, I really want a new trash can. In our old apartment, we had a really good place that we stored recycling. In our new house, we don't really have a good place for it. So I want one of those double-sided trash cans where like half is for trash and half is for recycling. And then I want to take our old one, which is kind of gross to be honest, and put it in the basement because we need a trash can in the basement. And so instead of having a new one for the basement, I want a new one for the kitchen. That is just one very specific example of these like kinds of little small projects. And so what I want to do in Q3 in the summer is just make progress on those, right? That's pretty vague. Like I can make progress by just doing one thing, but I like to kind of keep it vague. And then at the end of the quarter, I just sort of assess on a scale of like 1 to 10 how I feel about that goal. So that is the house goal for Q3. The next one is my bonus. The order of these is based on like the order that the colors looked good, not in any other particular order. So this is the bonus quarterly goal. And it is to situate our travel plans. So this is one of those things that some people will argue with me in the comments about whether it is a goal or to-do list item. Now, I have made a number of videos in the past on this topic, like a goal versus a task. Spoiler alert, there's no difference. Every single action step that we create for our goals could absolutely go on a to-do list. Anything on our to-do list could become a goal and vice versa. It really depends on you and your life and your goals. And for me, I am very good at being accountable to my goal list, and sometimes I ignore my to-do list or things on it. And so sometimes by putting things on my goals, I am more likely to prioritize them first. That is just how my brain works. That is just what works for me. And so because this is something that is important to our family and we have some trips coming up, some trips that we'd like to plan, I wanted to make it a goal. So we have some trips that are actually falling in Q2, but for the most part, this is actually for travel after Q2, which relates well to another goal that I have. The next quarterly goal is related to my overarching creativity goal, and that is to use my coloring books. So this was something I actually prioritized a lot in Q1, was using my coloring books. And since moving, I feel like I haven't busted them out once. And so I decided that would just be the best thing to get me back into being creative. Also, I mean, if you watched the video on earlier this week about how playing the piano went, you know that didn't go well. But in the alignment of the next goal about enjoying the summer, this is an activity I can do outside. So I can go sit on my mom's balcony and color. I can enjoy the weather and also enjoy some creative outlets. Can't really take my piano outside. So that is why this is my goal for Q3. Maybe I should have talked about these in a different order because I feel like both of those goals align really well with my next goal, which is to appreciate summertime. If you have ever talked to anybody who lives in Chicago or is from Chicago or who just likes Chicago, you have heard them say summertime shy. People always rave about how amazing Chicago is in the summer. And it's true. Chicago is beautiful in the summer. It is just like the perfect weather. There's so much to do. People are out. The city is lively. It's honestly so different than when I lived in New York. And summer in New York was different. It was humid. People left, like they would go places more often in the summer. It was just different. Whereas Chicago wants to stick around. They want to stay and hang out and enjoy it. And I also want to do that. I want to stay, I want to hang out, and I want to enjoy it. Now, part of this goal was going to entail enjoying the pool at my mom's house. Well, unfortunately, the pool's not open until August because of construction that they are doing on the side of their building. It was really poor planning. I'm not going to go into that, but there are other ways for us to enjoy and appreciate the summer. Eating outside, going to parks. You'll see in my goal or my June action steps, like the specific action step I have for June, but also using my coloring books outside, and also we're not planning to travel until the end of August. We are going to be here and we are going to appreciate the summertime. And then the last quarterly goal that I have for the summer is my health related goal, and it is back to the basics again. So this was my Q1 goal. And then I was like, okay, I got this. And then Q2 was going to be improvements. And then it just didn't go well. It didn't go well. So we're going back to the basics again in Q3, and I'm going to back to focusing on the basics of focusing on my physical health. So with that, let's talk about my specific action steps that I've chosen for June. Now, there are not very many things on this June list. I kept June very simple. And truthfully, not because we have a ton well, that's not true, Laken. I was gonna say we don't have a ton going on. The first week of June is gonna be completely focused on my brother's wedding. So we have lots of family coming in from out of town. We have lots of family events. Like Wednesday, we're getting our nails done. Thursday, we have a family dinner with like my grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins. The Friday is rehearsal dinner, and Saturday is the wedding, obviously. And Sunday is recovering from all of that. And hopefully hanging out with my dad and stepmom are coming to town to help with Lila over the course of the wedding weekend. So it's just gonna be a lot. But then after that, we don't have as much going on. We have Father's Day, we have our housewarming party. Like we have some events, but we don't have any, like we're not going anywhere. We're not, knock on something. We're not planning to go anywhere. But I still wanted to keep things simple. I just felt like I needed a month where I'm pretty good, let me say this differently. I'm pretty good at not getting demotivated by the lack of check marks. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at looking, like if I looked at May, I'm like, I see the check marks overseeing the emptiness. But sometimes I'm also human, and I need that oomph. I need that, I can't even think of what the word is. I need to see the check marks. So I made things really simple. I hopefully made them so easy that I'm gonna have lots of check marks in June. That's my goal. So let's start with the one-time steps. So the first one-time step is related to the house goal, and that is just to update the project list. So I have a notes app on my phone. It's actually a shared notes app with Sam, but I'm pretty much the one who manages it. He likes to just see where things are at. And I'm gonna walk around the house, and I'm gonna make sure that like I feel good about the list. Like everything from like hanging one thing on this one wall, like all of the little things, and just feeling good about the list. So that is the first step to June. The next 3 action steps for June are all related to the travel goal. That really is going to lend itself obviously to more one-time steps as opposed to like weekly or daily habits. So the first 2 are to book our flights and our hotel for that trip in August. Like I said, we're not going anywhere until the end of August. We're actually going to Disney. I know it's going to be hot. Don't come at me. Sam has a conference in Orlando, so we have to be there anyway. I didn't pick the dates, okay? I don't know why they picked August. Disney, I mean, I do. They probably got a really good deal on the hotel. We're staying at like I think it's the Swan and Dolphin, is that what it's called? But we're extending our trip. That's the piece of the hotel I need to book. So we have part of the trip is covered by the conference, and then part of it is we're extending it. So I want to get those things booked pretty soon. And then the other one-time step for travel is to plan out the fall. So I need to have some conversations with family members. We need to look at calendars. We have one wedding, but we need to decide what that looks like you know, who's going, who's staying, who's watching Lila, what days are we going, hotel, all that stuff. But like, I'm not worrying about booking anything and like flights or anything yet. For now, I just want like a plan. What are the trips we're taking? When are we going, etc. And then the last one-time step for June is related to that summertime goal, and that is to go visit a splash pad. So one of my May action steps was to go visit new parks. And one of the things I noticed, I can think of 2 off the top of my head, is that a lot of parks here, and I say a lot, again, I can think of 2, in Chicago have like splash pad areas. And first off, I have tried to Google I cannot figure, and I've asked in like Facebook groups, I cannot figure out when they actually open into splash pads and they're not just like these empty spaces. But I want to go. I want to take Lila. And so our goal in June is just to go to one, right? There's got to be one day where the weather is nice and we are free and we can go visit a splash pad and she can run around. She loves the water. We went and visited a splash pad at a park when we were in Houston at my mother-in-law's and she loved it. So that is the one-time step for June related to the summer. Even though Summertime Shy is beautiful and I am thinking of summer as June, July, August, June is still kind of iffy sometimes in terms of weather, but we should be able to find one beautiful day in June. Moving on to the weekly steps. So the first weekly step is related to the house stuff and that's to do one project. I know that was also my goal in May. We're gonna see if it works out in June. I think once I update the project list, I will feel better about this one-time step to the point that I might even be specific. Like here are, whether, it could be that I pick specific ones for specific weeks, or maybe it's just once I update the list, I'm like, here are the 4 that I'm gonna do in June. We'll see. There's a balance there, right? Because on one hand, I wanna get specific and I've said this to you before, right? Decisions are steps. So deciding which project to do, like this, saying I'm gonna do one project a week is both deciding on the project and executing on the project. And so making that decision in advance is helpful. At the same time, then it puts you into a box of this is the project that you're doing. And like I mentioned, there are some projects that are gonna be smaller, like buying a trash can. And then there are some projects that are gonna be bigger, like hanging the gallery wall above our bed, but I'm looking at the empty space above our bed. And the irony is I know what it looks like because we did it in our old apartment. I just need to actually get up there and do it, which is just a whole effort. So that is my weekly goal for June, one project per week. The next weekly goal in June is to do one coloring page. And as I said that out loud, I wish I had written something different because one of the coloring books I have is this awesome Harry Potter coloring book that I love, and it's really detailed. So getting through one page takes a long time. So really, I guess what I mean is one coloring session. Like I did one. Again, I'm trying to make June really simple. I'm like, this is an easy win. I would love to do more than one per week. I would love to, but for now, this is where we're starting. And then the next one is related to working out, and my goal is to do 2. Okay, that is the goal. I would love for that to be more. I would love for it to be more, but I'm keeping things really simple right now. And so that is why the goal for June is 2 per week. Moving on to the daily steps. The first daily step is to work out. Like I just said, my goal is not to work out every single day, but I like to track it in the daily section. That way I can see the check marks and I can see the total number that I did for over the course of the entire month. Maybe it'll motivate me to do more than 2. Maybe it won't, it doesn't matter. But I like having it in my daily section. This is the one section that it's okay that I won't have check marks in June. And then the last daily step for June is water. I told you I was bringing it back to the basics. It doesn't help that I haven't been able to use a straw for a week since I got my tooth out, but I have been incredibly dehydrated. Like I can just tell, TMI, but I can tell. And so I need to get back to the basics. And this is also one of those goals I'm gonna kind of start focusing on now. Even though it's May 21st, I'm not waiting for June 2nd is when I'll probably start these goals to focus on my water, but I won't track it until June. So those are my action steps for June. I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, that page looks really empty given the plans that you have, but that's what I need. I know that's what I need this month, and I'm excited to just kickstart that momentum for Q2 and then, or Q3 rather, and then, we can always level it up in July, and you can always do more. Just talking to myself here, I can always add more if I want to, or I can do other stuff, right? I could do other things that I'm excited about. So those are my action steps. If you made it all the way to the end, comment below with the little water droplet, like it looks like a little splash emoji. It's got like 3 little water droplets. So it's like both for the splash pad and for my water goal, little water drop emoji. And I would love to hear down in the comments, what is one action step that you have picked for June that you're super excited about? Comment below and let us know what it is. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. The next weekly goal in June, why did I say that so funny?